Assalamu alaikum, boys. This is Muhammad Ismail, your economics teacher. Today, we will try to have a review of what we have done until today. We have finished or we have gone through the first two units of your economics syllabus, and the name of those two are the nature of economic problem, then the factors of production. Now, we will review what we have done under these. In case of nature of economic problem, we tried to discuss what is the nature of economic resources, and we found that economic resources are always available in the form of limited quantity. And when these resources are limited, we call them scarce resources as well. And we named them that these are land, labor, capital, and enterprise or entrepreneurship. Then we discussed another thing, which was unlimited wants. Wants, we did define that these are all those things without which human survival is possible. And these can be designer goods, mean your designer gadgets such as iPhone 10 or 11, your sports car, or your designer clothing, etc. After this, we did discuss that what economics is about. Actually, economics studies and enable the economic agents. Who are the economic agents? The government, the individuals, the foreign sector, the firms which are responsible to produce. That economics is a study which enables economic agents, as we discussed, to allocate their limited resources to satisfy their unlimited wants. Okay. After this, we did go through economic goods. And when we went through economic goods, we said that economic goods are those which feature scarcity, opportunity cost, and choice. Then we did discuss certain topics like needs, anything without which human survival is not possible, desires, anything or particular type of wants, mean without which human survival is possible, but one does not possess purchasing power apparently. Then we what you call discuss scarcity, mean the characteristic of an economic resource to be found in limited quantity. And then we discussed the concept of choice. And we did go through an example that whenever we toss a coin, there are only two options, head or tail, and at a time we can choose one. So that is why we need to make a choice. And whenever we make a choice, there is an opportunity cost. For example, if a coin is tossed or flipped, so that time there are two options, but at a time if we go for head, then the opportunity cost will be tail. Then we went through free goods. Free goods mean those goods which are available free from nature, and these goods feature zero scarcity, no choice, mean these are available abundant in abundance, and then there is no opportunity cost as well. Why? Because there is no scarcity. Then the second topic which we discussed, that was about factors of production or the resources for production, or we also call them economic resources. We named them land, labor, capital, and enterprise. Under land, we said these are based on all natural resources, mean anything which we get from land or anything which we get from the surface of land or from Earth's crust, just like minerals, elements, etc. And from the surface of land, what we get? Crops, labor, human effort. It is also called based on human resources. And these are helpful to produce goods and services. Labor can be direct, it can be indirect. Indirect labor is like teachers, like engineers, etc. Whereas direct labor means broomers, carpenters, masons, etc. Then we discussed capital. Capital is based on man made resources, which we also call financial resources, we also call physical capital, financial capital, and human capital. Human capital mean based on human skill. Physical capital mean based on equipment such as your plant, or you can say the Pizza Hut oven with which they bake pizzas, that is a capital good, and we call it physical capital. Financial capital is money. Then the enterprise mean that the only factor which undertakes the risk to combine other three factors of production of land, labor, and capital to produce goods and services. And the main responsibility of enterprise is, or entrepreneur is, that it is to foresee the opportunities and then accordingly it is bound to allocate resources for the successful production. Okay, boys, so until this we have gone through, and then just for the sake of revision and just to give you hello, and then at the same time, we have already assigned that there are two assignments and that I'm expecting that you need to submit as early as possible. So during this week, you can take your time, but by Friday or by this Friday, you are bound to submit your these assignments so that we can move forward and I can come to know that how far you are able to understand. And if you have any queries, so you are welcome to send the questions through WhatsApp so that I can have another video to address your questions only. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.